Hello everybody, Scarlet Pete Self-Sufficiency, and I just thought I'd share a moment with you, showing you the cow chewing the cud, burping up her grass as cows do, and hanging out in my garden as happy and content as a cow can be. This is Jasmine. Look, you can see she's got teeth. She's got teeth on the bottom and none on the top, I believe, and what they do is use their tongue to wrap around the grass, strangle it and pull it into their throats. Am I right, Jasmine? I'm laying down on my belly with the cow. Yeah, as you do. Every cow needs a garden to lay in, and every garden needs a cow to lay in it. Yeah, she's a good Jasmine. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Oh, yeah, she's my best cow. Shall we tell them your story, Jasmine, while we're getting up close and comfortable with each other? Yeah, shall we? Jasmine belonged to the neighbours a few farms over, and she was a naughty cow. She belonged to a huge milking herd, and that milking herd was very well behaved, all but one, and this is Jasmine. Jasmine was a naughty girl, weren't you? Yes. Jasmine doesn't like to be held back by fences. Silly things like electric fence wires and electric fence chargers mean nothing to our Jasmine. So what Jasmine would do would be break down the fence. Yes, you would. Don't nod and say you wouldn't. You did. You used to break down the fence. She would break down the fence and she would take the whole herd of probably 100 cows out. Now, you wouldn't think there's a big problem with this, but then the police got involved, didn't they, Jasmine? Jasmine has a police record. Yeah, she does. The only cow the only cow in the area to have a police record. Because what would happen was she would take the cows out, then she would cross the main line, railway line, which had no fences on, and take the herd across the railway line. But she wouldn't stop there, would you, Jasmine? No. Jasmine would then take the herd across the big main road. And this happened daily. The farmer got frustrated and the fences got broken all the time. The farmer tried to teach Jasmine this was a bad idea by connecting Jasmine up to an electric fence charger for a day. Literally, I know you didn't like that. I'm so sorry I reminded you about it, but I've got to tell the public what happened. Yeah, so just close your ears for a minute. So then the farmer connected her up to the electric fence charger, so she was getting shocks all day long to learn what electricity was. But it didn't work, did it? No, poor old girl. So the next option was tying her up in the barn, because he got fed up of having problems with the police. The police would be called and he would get warned, and Jasmine was getting threatened that she had to go. And we said, well, we were looking for a cow at the time, but we weren't quite ready for a cow, were we, Jasmine? No, we weren't. So, yeah, what happened next was... What are you doing, Jasmine? Oh, sorry. What happened next? I know it's a boring story for Jasmine. She's heard it all before. Police said it had to stop. Jasmine didn't learn what electricity was, so Jasmine ended up tied up in the barn all day or tied up outside on a short tether. Well, we don't have to use electric fences here. We don't have a huge herd. She was our first cow, so we said we'd have her. So we saved up the £1,000 and went over very nervously to get this cow that we knew nothing about, absolutely nothing about cows. We had a milking equipment because we were going to get round to it one day, but suddenly we had to go handle a cow. Yeah, and a pregnant one at that. So, yeah, we then took her chains off the fence where she was tied up and put her onto the back of the tractor because we had to get her home. So she walked slowly behind the tractor, and we walked about 1.5 miles with her home, driving the tractor slowly and her following, and us terrified because we did not know how to handle a cow. What her needs were, nothing. Didn't know anything. A few months later, we had a baby, didn't we, Jasmine? Yeah, beautiful baby calf. What else? Then milking came along. That was scary. How on earth did we get milk out of her without getting our faces kicked off? Because this was her first calf and her first milking. And she knew what we were no good at this, didn't you, Mick? Hey? You naughty girl, weren't you? So we had to call in her previous owners, who come and showed us how to handle a dairy cow, how to get milk out of her, what to do, and there's some videos on our early attempts of milking. Oh, there was me birthing her too. The calf got stuck and I had to pull the baby out. That's on our videos. And it was quite a moment. We became very good friends when I helped her out and pulled that calf out. That calf was mine too, wasn't it, Jasmine? And Jasmine had the calf by her every day. We didn't take the calf away properly. We let them share. We had milk and the calf had milk. So this is now 2 years later and Jasmine's had a second calf. So we've only had two. So yeah, it was 2 years till she had her second calf, at least 2.5 years. And she's milking again. She gives us 24 litres of milk a day. And I've recently refurbed the parlour and it's looking a lot better. And I've learnt a lot about Jasmine in the last couple of days. She loves me and I love her, and she likes some massage and a cuddle, and she likes to hang out with me like this, likes to follow me around. Last night I forgot she was out. It's like leaving the dog out. She was out eating grass in the lanes and I suddenly bounced out of bed and realised that I'd left the cow out. Had to get that fixed and her brought in. You gonna burp? Oh dear. So cows need to lay down in the afternoon and burp up their grass and re-eat it, and this is called chewing the cud. And this is what she's up to right now. Hanging out with me, chewing the cud, thinking about life, or ruminating. That's where the word comes from, isn't it? Ruminating, because she has a rumen where the grass is digested and done. Yeah, she's a good girl. Milking time is 8:30 in the morning and 7:30 at night. As I say, we get 24 litres a day. She brings up the pigs and the calf and us on her milk, and the trees and the garden get the fertiliser. We got 5 or 6 pigs that drink milk once a day. We make cheese, we make butter, we make yogurt, kefir, all sorts of things. And she gets a groom every day from us, a cuddle, lots of love. And you can see that is one contented, happy cow hanging out with me in my garden. I don't think there's any more to say about the life of a cow, other than she needs worming every now and then. She needs lots of massage and love and cuddles. She has a bath regularly, so she's nice and clean, and her udder gets washed down regularly, her tail. She has her toenails clipped and has a pedicure, don't you? Yes? You can't see your toes. Oh, there's a toe, look. She wears a nice pretty red head collar. Yeah. And we have to watch that we don't get fly problems, because flies can lay eggs in them, and that's not very nice at all. We've had that happen before, haven't we, hey? Not nice. I think that's the story of the cow with the police record, called Jasmine, the start of our herd. So I hope you enjoyed listening to her story. If you want to know anything more about her, please comment below. And we'll be getting her pregnant again in another couple of years, but her milk will last us. One milking with her, one pregnancy, will give us milk for 2 years. Won't it, Jasmine, hey? Yes, she's a good girl. What a good cow. Oh, yeah. We have helped rescue cows before. We've funded rescues locally and helped with our machinery and lifted them and gone and helped when they were down and done that sort of thing. Yeah, but we haven't fallen in love like this with her. What's the word? What are you? You're a wanted criminal. The story of the criminal cow. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, give me a comment so I know you're there. Take care, everybody. Lots of love from Jasmine in the garden. Bye-bye. Mwah. Take care.